Okay. Getting a drink super quickly before we start. Alright. Hi, Ash. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Danganronpa. Hello. We last left off mid-investigation. I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do. There's probably like one more thing I'm missing somewhere, and I'm just don't know what it is. So she mentioned the trash room. We've already explored the trash room, though. We've already done that. No, I don't need to do that. I just need to get out of here. Leave. Where? This way. Let me in. Hold on, I need to pop that over there. Hello. Okay. Oh God.
This is very suspicious.
Oh dear. She really doesn't trust me. So she didn't say anything. Okay. Well, I've talked to Toko. Hold on. So what am I missing? What am I missing? Okay. I've talked to Taka. I've talked to Celeste. Talked to Toko, that didn't get me anywhere. Talked to both of them. Yasuri. There's Ari. Talked to them. Is there something? What am I missing? I've done Sayaka's room. I've done the trash room. The only thing I can really think of is maybe... Okay. I'm gonna check this room again. Because I genuinely have no idea what I'm missing. Is everything... Nothing left for me to do here. Nothing inside. Okay, so there's genuinely nothing left here. I've already talked to Yasuhiro, haven't I? Oops. I thought I already talked to Yasuhiro. Because of the whole crystal ball thing. We've already done that, haven't we? How stupid that was, I don't know. I don't care. I'm just running to... gym. Okay. Finish your investigation when you talk to Yasuhiro. So I'll draw our 18 bullets. That this belong to you. Okay. Have you found anything?
Huh?
Yeah, okay.
I'm...
There are 18 bullets. I have 17. Okay, this is everything I have. I'm gonna ask chat maybe to help me out here, because I have no idea what I'm missing. Monokuma file. Evidence of a struggle. Replica sword sheath. Switching rooms. Toolkit. Makoto's room's cleanliness. Sayaka's wrist. Dying message. Bathroom door frame. Bathroom doorknob. Dorm nameplates. Kitchen knife set. Trash duty. Incinerator. Burnt shirt piece. And shattered crystal ball. So that's everything I have. So I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. However, I just looked at the kitchen knife set, and that's gotten me curious if I have to visit the bathroom again. Or trash duty, incinerator. Can I visit the bathroom again? I don't know if it lets me. Or what good that would do. Wait! Oh wait, have you figured it out? Has chat gotten it? Is chat gonna save the game? Have you gotten it? Talk to Ari. Again? Okay. Let's do it. Let's talk to Ari again. Oh. Duh, I didn't know I was supposed to talk to her again.
Yeah, totally. That's right. Well...
Alright. Okay. What?
'Cause, I mean...
Still...
Aww.
There we go. Thank you for the hint. I needed it. I am big dumb.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door. Uh-oh. Spoopy. Your turn to die vibes.
Yo! Listen to me!
Yep. It is one of ya.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Got it!
feel like everyone's leaning that way. I guess everybody's just gonna say basic shit.
What?
Impossible. You know?
Alright.
Hey,
Oh no, that's just a shadow. I thought I saw someone behind him.
I'm sorry. What the heck?
Okay. Just kick the door. Alright. I'll do that in a sec. I'll talk to you,
what
real
I mean.
quick. Coco. Bayaki, huh? Alright, go through the door. You don't have to talk to everyone, they don't give you anything. Okay.
well then.
Yes,
Again,
indeed.
good idea.
Hey,
I'm scared.
Makoto.
Alright. Alright. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oblivious to our shared anxiety. Okay. Here we go. Oh dear.
Shit.
Well now.
Alright. Okay. Alright, deception, double betrayal. Riddle, double defense, and double faith. Here we go. Save. Let's go. Set skills. Okay. One of those 13 people won't get out of that court. Yep. That's the only spell I have. Okay. But I've got Melodious voice down. Okay. Okay, it stays there. Open the handbook so you can look at all the truth bullets and shit. I don't know if there's really a need to, but... Finish preparations. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
Here we go.
your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that
Idiots.
deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your
Nope.
hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I
Oh.
ask a question real quick? What's going on with
Oh.
those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Oh, God.
Friendship penetrates?
There it is.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
All right. Lives are on the line. Yes, tell me about these. I know about them, but tell me for the people watching. Feature a number of non-stop debates. Alright. Any lies or contradictions? Alright. Fire with the left mouse. Okay. Alright. This escape key. During these arguments, you can review the controls. Okay. Evidence of a struggle. That's all I have.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
I'm going to need to turn down the background music here.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
I wish I could access
With the way
controls or
things
something.
had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yep.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow.
Yep.
This is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yep. Another one of these. Picture knife set. Here we go.
So what was used to kill her?
Alright.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
It wasn't just a random knife.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Oh my
If you
god.
look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Alright.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Yep.
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm
Yep.
sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, if you hold space, you can concentrate. Alright. The focus gauge. Okay. Here we go! Ali's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Alright.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the...
No, that's wrong.
Nope.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well,
alright.
What if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I had to go get some tea from the kitchen and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. Alright.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time.
Alright, during all the trials we will have to hear Makoto say, no, it's wrong! No, that's wrong! No, that's wrong! It's the objection of this game. I don't know what's in the dining hall, but I wasn't
In
there.
other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Okay.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Alright. I completely skipped over that line, but I did see what she said, so.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the
Alright.
obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or
Alright.
anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Gonna tell you Sakura's killer. Or Sayaka's killer. I know who it is. I know who it is.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I
Alright.
wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So
Psycho was the
I don't
murderer.
think that's a problem.
Yep.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
Is that...
You are?
Oh my
gosh,
god.
I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't
Oh
either
my
of you,
god.
then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
What?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
What? It had to have been Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it,
Yep.
she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
That's a good point.
He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Okay.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Alright.
Hold on. It's still too
Oh,
early to
thank
decide
God.
conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering?
Yep.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely, let's go. Important phrase. Letters flying around that is already known. Okay, order. Use the mouse to aim, press. Yep. Okay. I think I know what it was. I think. It's here. Yep, here. Alright, where's the eye? I'm gonna go with this eye. Got it.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No, but she's dead.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself,
Yeah.
not just her hair.
She was still there.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first. Then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yep.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The object the killer broke. Doorknob. Oh, present. Why is the killer so
Evidence that
obvious?
The killer had trouble getting into the
It's the
bathroom.
tutorial case, so.
You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See
Yep.
how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock,
Yep.
they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Okay. Even more to learn. Let's go. Alright. Alright. Yep. Okay. Bathroom door
The
frame.
incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yep.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yep.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yep.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because
Okay.
Sayaka had locked it.
Nope. No, I missed!
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
But to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We
I swear
already
to
know
God.
the answer.
Please stop, Toko. No, there's a
The
different
incident
reason.
took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep, yep, yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Wait for a sec. And not miss
Then
this
the killer
time.
ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Here we go.
No, that's wrong.
You mean that you will fail more. The first time you fail in the
The
game.
reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
I didn't fail, I just missed it. I guess which is a fail, but I wouldn't call that like an actual failure. An actual failure is if like your thing goes down to 0 or whatever.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's
Oh
not
my
lucky
God.
at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they
Okay.
tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
No, that door actually couldn't be locked.
I got it!
They didn't know it took place in
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Aha.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Yep.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
then who
exactly.
did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh my god.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Oh my god.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well...
Alright.
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That is a good question.
How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then...
Yep.
Maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
Nope.
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Mizuno just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me?
Oh my
Sounds
god.
like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Yep. Because... Yeah, what she said, switching rooms. There we go.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yep. Yep.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Ooh.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Ooh.
Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
What?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely
I
her
don't know.
way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh my
Of course,
god.
I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then.
Uh-oh.
Pay attention.
Oh, here we go. What are we looking at? Okay, dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yep.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Okay.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yep.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
The nameplates changed.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yep.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
No.
Okay, then who did it?
Alright. Killer did not know. It had to have been... It's Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Huh.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene.
Here we go.
Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because of the glitter. Because of the glitter. Yeah.
I got it!
Here we go.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is.
Yep.
Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword!
right there on her wrist.
Yep.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Alright. Even more, let's go. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh. Replica sword sheath. Kitchen knife set.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Okay.
And that's when the first blow was dealt.
It's gotta be sort of
sword-based sneak attack.
Okay.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Okay.
So she tried to fight back.
Yeah.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out,
okay, so it's sheath.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
That could be super wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
What?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See?
Oh, yeah.
There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like
That was a
kitchen
complete
knife?
guess, by the way.
That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What?
What?
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Oh! No palms.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Yep.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
Yep. Water was off.
According to the
murderer
Monokuma
is
file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
I actually do know who it is.
In other words,
I'm just not
at
saying.
nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
For the viewer's
right?
sake.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Damn.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand?
No.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Okay.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yep. I think the live stream will end before... Most likely.
That would also explain why she
But
would
we've
switch
got...
the nameplate.
We've got 4 more episodes tonight. However, that being said, after this episode, I will be taking a little bit of a break. But I will come back and do 2 more episodes and then go off and on for the rest of the night. So...
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Yep.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be
That's what
awful
we're working
if I had
on.
to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yep.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Yep. Is there nothing left, huh? Dying message. Okay, that's all we get.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
There's a dying message.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Yep.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it!
Index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
Beware the blow. You say he hit and he hits you and says, I told you to beware.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course.
Oh.
It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yeah.
You're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you can also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Wow.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense.
You guys!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Okay.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Real killer's name. Yep. Surprise!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Ta-da!
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Surprise!
What are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped.
Is it possible that a fool has to tell others that numbers mean
Try it for
Leon?
yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Oop.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yep.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yep. Who is it? Who is it? Look, short piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt
Yep.
shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and
Yeah.
got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
There it is. Alright, well. unfortunately, I can't really save mid-trial. So we're just going to keep going until the next opportunity for me to save. And then we will call off this episode. So, let's keep going.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Wait, can I save midway? Wait, I can save midway through this. Okay. I don't know if that works. We're about to find out. Continue. It does. All right. So, that's it for this episode. If you have... Apparently you can save in the middle of a trial. That's awesome. So, that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we will finish off this trial. And, you know, get Leon convicted. So, I'm going to take a 30 minutes to an hour break. Then I'll come back. And we'll do some more Let's Playing. So, I shall see you guys then. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Blue Emerald, signing off. Good night, everybody.